this is Janelle from thisis50.com out here with one of the illest rappers in the game right now, Drumz.
It's poppin'.
Everything is good, man. I'm chilling out here, you know, excited about everything. And I want to ask you, who is Drumz?
Drumz basically is a dude from Hollis, Queens, New York that makes that official street music for the people, you know what I mean? And I'm the son of Larry and JB, you know what I mean? That's really who I am, man. I'm a regular dude, just like y'all. So ain't nothing really special about me.
Yes, I hear you, man. I did some research on you when you was coming up and you made it and everything. So I wanted to ask, where do you see yourself 5 years from now as an independent artist who's pushing your music?
5 years from now, I see myself in California doing movies or something. You know what I mean? And taking this brand beyond just music. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I mean, I use music more like my commercial to tell people who I am as a personality. You know what I mean? So in 5 years, I see myself more like, you know, like I said, in movies and things like that. You know what I mean? Branching out into bigger facets of this entertainment industry.
Yes, I agree with you. You know, it's all about the brand and how you put yourself out there. You know, it's not all about just making music. It's bigger than that. You gotta have bigger dreams than just wanting to be a celebrity, you know, on TV, rapping. When did you start making music?
I originally started making music. I started out when I was a kid, because I used to sing when I was in junior high school. I had scholarships to go to like the School of Performing Arts and all of that. But that wasn't really my passion. My passion wasn't really singing like that. So I turned down those opportunities. And when I was in like the 9th, 10th grade, my man DVS Data, what up, boy? I told you I was gonna shout you out on everything, boy. He used to write rhymes in math class. And I used to turn around and see him highlighting words in the dictionary and things like that. And, you know, I'm from Hollis, so the hip hop thing was always in me from the gate. But when I seen my man Data writing and using these crazy words and all that, I was always into writing. So I asked him to teach me how to rhyme, and he told me he couldn't teach me, just go home and write a rhyme, and if I was nice, he'd let me know. So I went home and wrote a rhyme, and came back the next day, and he was like, yo, yo. And from there, I just ran with it, you know what I'm saying? It was just, everything I did was about this hip hop thing since 1984.
Wow, man, you told me something new. You said your friend told you he can't teach you how to rhyme.
Yeah, can't be taught. It's either in you or it's not. Everybody got a talent. Everybody got a skill set that's naturally in them. You know what I mean? So the whole thing is nurturing that natural skill set. And that's what he basically told me. You know what I mean? And I told the same thing to Ja Rule later on when he asked me to teach him how to rhyme. I told him to go home and write a song, man, because he was already writing R&B. So he asked me to teach him how to rhyme. Cause I was the dude in the hood, so he came to me. And I told him the same thing my man told me. He told me, he actually asked me that sitting right over there. He was standing right over there, he was asking me, he said, yo, C, teach me how to rhyme. And I was like, yo, Jeff, I can't teach you how to rap. I mean, either you can do it or you can't. He's like, yo, I write these R&B songs. I was like, well, then don't sing them. And that's when it happened, man. Ja Rule did his thing. Salute to him. I mean, my little bro from the hood. He took my message and ran.
So what influenced you to want to make music?
It was always in me. Music was always in me. My parents was in the music business, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up going to James Brown's house. Clive Davis and them coming to my crib buying songs from my father. You know what I'm saying? Went to Dionne Warwick's wedding and all of that. So I grew up around piano, and so the rhythm was always in my blood. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know exactly what direction I wanted to go in until I started penning. Once I started penning, and then I started doing production, I learned that I really like drums. That's why I am Drumz. You know what I'm saying? And from there, it's just in my soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree with you. And see, a lot of people, you know, they always ask, like, why do artists want to do music? And I always tell them, like, it's just a feel for the music. You know, being able to play with words, being able to express yourself is one of the biggest tools out there to, you know, being seen, being heard, and letting the world know who you are before they even meet you in person.
Right.
My next question would be, do you see your music helping the youth grow spiritual.
Most definitely. Most definitely. When I write a song, it comes from my heart, you know what I'm saying? And I got kids. So my first thing is, my kids is gonna be listening to my music. So I gotta put a message in there somehow to uplift them, to give them some knowledge and information to help them later on in life. You know what I'm saying? I just can't make a bunch of nonsense music. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with partying and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's great. But you gotta have something that has some kind of message behind it. You know what I mean? Some kind of thought in it. And that's really what I try to bring to the table. I try to bring, music that can cross all the borderlines. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to stick myself in a box. I'm not that dude that says, oh, underground is the way to go. I'm not that dude that says, it's all about conscious music. I'm not that dude. I just make music. It's just music. It is who I am. That's what people gonna get when they hear me.
Y'all remember when Good Times was on TV on a regular night? You know what I mean? Not on some reruns, not on cable, on Channel 2. You know what I'm saying? I remember that, like, all that. I remember that show, That's My Mama. Son. Isaac from Love Boat, he was on that joint, son. And the Reverend from England was on that. We still here, man. Son. Hey yo, shark skin, gabardine suits and flared denims. British walkers, poisonous darts with snake venom. Spoked out caddies, black dice and soul brothers. Righteous sisters, afro sheen and number runners. Uptown, Saturday nights before fever. Max stories, Dolomite pimps and black Caesars. Velvet picture frame with the image of black Jesus. Aftermath of Huey and all of our slain leaders. Gas prices rise, Vietnam it just ended. Nixon caught in live G4 suspense sentence. Crooked NYPD caught in French Connection. Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes was both snitching.
You know what? I'm learning something from you through this interview because I kind of do, here and there box myself in. Like, oh, it's all about unsigned, you don't need to go major, be independent, push it all by yourself, do it by yourself. And what I'm learning from other artists as I come across other artists is that it's not just about that. Like, you have to have a brand, you have to have a target market, you have to know what it is that you want, and you have to kind of be cutthroat in this industry because people like to tell you who you are before you even get to express that to the world.
Most definitely.
So what are some jewels that you could share with people who are working to come up so that they can actually advance to that level that they want to be on? Because there's a lot of people that say they don't want to, be mainstream, and I am one of those that said that. I don't want to be mainstream where I do things against my spirituality. But I do want to be mainstream where I can make some money, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't spend money to go to all these events, go to the booth and record and do all of this work to say, you know what, I'm gonna just give my talent and gift out for free when I had to spend money just to create it.
Right.
So what advice do you have for the people?
My first piece of advice that I would give is to be you. That's number one. You know what I mean? You gotta be who you are. Don't try to copycat the next dude. Don't try to follow trends. You gotta be a trendsetter, not a trend follower. That's the main thing. The second part is, and a lot of unsigned artists don't really realize this, you gotta invest in yourself, man. A lot of dudes think that this is free. You know what I mean? They think that just because they nice or whatever, their mans told them they nice, that they supposed to be getting a free ride. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes don't spend their money on themselves. You know what I mean? I don't pay for that. I had a dude tell me last week, I've never paid for studio time. You know what I mean? But then right behind it, he asked me, could he come to my studio and record? Nah, dude. You know what I mean? You can't come to my studio and record for free. It's not like that, you know what I'm saying? And the other part is really like, study your craft. You know what I'm saying? Go back in the past, listen to what they was doing. Don't try to emulate them, but learn from them. You know what I'm saying? And really pay homage to those people that laid it down before you. because even those older MCs, they pay homage to the James Browns and the dudes from the 60s that was doing the soul music and all that. They pay homage to everybody that came before them, because before them, if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be a us. So we always got to follow our roots and pay respect to that. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't do that, then you see what's happening to the music right now. You know what I mean? It's not, as they say, it's not quote unquote real. You know what I mean? And I got a whole ideology about that myself, because I don't believe in real and fake. It is what it is. It's just good and bad. Period. You know what I mean? But like I said to the artists out there, just keep grinding, man. And Facebook posts ain't grinding, man. You know what I mean? Retweets and all that on Twitter ain't grinding, man. If you ain't out there with the people, you know what I mean, shaking hands, you gotta be like a politician sometimes, man. Go around, kiss some babies, man. Do what you gotta do, man. Get the people to know who you are. Get a following, a real following. Not just your homeboys telling you dope. You know what I'm saying? And stop telling me you made a new record and it's a freestyle, man. It's not a record. It's a freestyle. For real, I get tired of that. Dudes be telling me, yo, I got this new single, and it be over Kanye West record. And you ain't got no hook or nothing. You just freestyling off the head. I'm tired of these dudes talking about I don't write no rhymes. You ain't nice like that, man. Nobody's nice like that, where you can just sit in a booth and spit off the top of their head direct, man. I've been in the booth where I didn't write nothing down, but I would go punch in. I go say 4 lines, and then come out the booth, think of another 4 or 5 lines, and go in and say them. You know what I'm saying? But it would be in a song format. It wouldn't be just aimless. A lot of dudes are just really spitting aimless stuff and saying a whole lot of things that other dudes are saying. I came from a generation that you had to be original, man. You can't sound like the next dude. You can't use the same phrases, none of that. I don't know where this part of the game changed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, man. So I understand that you do interviews too, like you got your own radio show?
Yeah, most definitely. Holla at your Ike Boy on the WRN Radio, World Radio Network, digital broadcaster. You know what I mean? So, at every Saturday, 3 to 6. But we about to change the date. We about to change my time slot. I'm about to move my time slot to Fridays at 8 o'clock. And I'm going to do like a Mr. Magic type situation, because we need that right now, you heard?
Yeah, so how can artists go about getting interviewed with you on your radio show?
What you do is you go to my website, which is hoffaatyourikeboy.com. That's HOFFAATCHAIKEBOY.com. And there's a link that says get on the air. And then, you know, you follow the instructions from there, you know what I mean? You'll contact Brazilian Drumz to book it. She'll book you. We set up the date and the time for the phone call. We make it happen. You send me the music, and I'll blow you up.
That's what's up, man. Where can they connect with you on all social media sites and get your music?
Well, social media, I'm on Twitter at I am Corey Drumz. That's COREYDRUMZ. You can always also find me on Instagram at Ike Boy Corey Drumz Music. You can hop at me on YouTube at Ike Boy Music. You can get at me on SoundCloud on Ike Boy Corey Drumz Music. Bandcamp, I'm CoreyDrumz.bandcamp.com. I mean, really, just Google me, man. I got like 17 million results. You feel me? I'm all over the place.
All right, man. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. This is 50 Janelle. You already know what it is. We in the building. We out here working.
Already.
All right.
Salute. When I was young, I used to play on the block. Freeze tag and Coke Alivio before niggas was getting out. Times was different. I was a shorty weighing about 40 pounds or less. Soaking wet, didn't rhyme yet. All I could dream about was playing games. Putting quarters in the videos and making nicknames. Way before Corey Drumz was born, they called me Carter Little Hill. Before I put myself on. But back then it was fine, cause in my mind, I was on top of the world, untouched by mankind. Cause them I used to follow. Props I used to borrow. And if you fought me today, you fought my bros tomorrow. See, that's how it goes. I'm the youngest in the fam. And everybody know with me, cause of who I am. Now Tony, that's the oldest. Brian's in the middle. Tracy was the only girl and I was always little. So yo, I got it straight from my birth date. If my family was great, then I gotta be great. And sometimes I made mistakes. Standing on my own 2 feet. Earning my respect in these streets, nigga. Hop at your Ike Boy. Early. Salute. Test, test, microphone, test. The song right here. Yeah. Yo, what up, church? Yeah, this is church right here, man. Right now, I want anybody to get out their seat for this. Let's go. I mastered the ways of all those that came before me. Exposing the ways of the wicked trying to ignore me. The powers that be constantly trying to deny me. But ain't nobody crossing me out, can't crucify me, find me. I mastered the ways of all those that came before me. I salute them, nigga. Exposing the ways of the wicked trying to ignore me.